Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Coming right back at you once again to help you make sense of all the madness, of all the evil that are manifesting in these last days of this matrix that we are living under. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to send you links. Please pay attention, because if this links doesn't wake you up as to what I have always covered here and what I'm about to cover, ladies and gentlemen, then there's nothing else I can do for you. Okay? The fact of the matter is that the sheeple in our midst, that is, the people that are lost, humanity itself is lost. The corporation called America has been worked, has been conditioned, has been manipulated for self-destruction. If you don't see the writing on the wall for American destructions, then once again, there's nothing I can do for you. There's nothing anybody can do for you. Okay? Because one thing that God, our Creator, asks us to do is to be conscious of the fact that this world has been given into the hands of the wicked. Just like it is written on Job chapter 9, verse 24. Now, our black people, our Hispanic people, our Native Americans can be proven beyond the shadow of any doubt. We are God's descendants from the 12 tribes of Israel. Now that doesn't mean, once again, that the white man cannot come along for the ride. In fact, God will appreciate that even more. Why? Because if we, as his people, are not listening and don't intend to listen and are not willing to listen, imagine what a so-called white man will get from God when he's not supposed to listen. Okay? Now, throughout history, we have been worked, we have been conditioned by the devil. Now you may say, well, Ruben, how does the devil work? The devil works through the government and through empires, through a human history, as I have shown this beyond any shadow of a doubt here. And he uses many things, many machinery and logistic to accomplish this. Okay? So, the power of the mind. Remember, there was a mockery it was a mockery of a commercial years back. I'm gonna see if I could get you the link. You know, it was specifically directed to the African American community, the black man. The commercial used to say something like, a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Ladies and gentlemen, the fact of the matter is that America's days are indeed numbered. Whether you want to believe it or not, if you don't believe what I'm telling you, then history never lies. Do your history And take a look at the last empire. And take a look how he came down. The barbarians, when the barbarians was the main cause. There was divisions. American is being worked to self-destruct from within. That means the enemy doesn't have to do much work. You understand? Because once you have the mind, okay? Remember, the power of the mind is, the devil knows that that's the most, that is his most desire and cherish jewel that the human creation have. So he wants that. I mean, he already corrupted it by making us to go up against our Creator. Okay? So let me read some of these notes that I wrote. Then we'll read some Bible verses and we are done. The power is in the mind. Because the mind is where God's Spirit lies. The human mind was, and always will be, until our Creator comes back, well, with His Son, until His Son returned to earth with millions upon millions of His angels. So He knows that the human mind is the most cherished jewel that He corrupted, that the devil corrupted. He always wants that. But you know what though? He knows that the mind always changes. So He wants to make sure He's got to work, He's got to keep on top of the mind to keep it what? Enslaved to Him. Okay? Now, before I go on, let me just tell you. Remember what I say about Juneteenth holiday being signed into law. Which is again another mockery, another slap in the face, another slap in the subconscious mind of black people. Because liberty doesn't come from men. Liberty, freedom comes from God. And we as His people have lost our ways. And because of that, we are living under the curses in these last days. And very few of us will make it out. Okay? That's why I'm going to do this as fast as I can so you can understand. Now, one of the links that I'm going to send you, ladies and gentlemen, I believe it will be the second or maybe third link. It's the story of a CIA operation which happened back in 1978 in Guyana. Well, it started in San Francisco with the People's Temple, Jim Jones, and how he made these people kill themselves in Guyana. 916 of them killed themselves, okay, committed suicide, because this character, this demon called Jim Jones. Jim Jones was given the mission, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? So the devil has made sure that according to the times and the many different dynasties and empires and governments throughout history, he uses his again his machinery and his tentacles are everywhere. Humanity cannot escape the devil's tentacles. You know why? Because the world has been worshiping him throughout history, whether they want to acknowledge that or not. So here we go. Let me give you one example. The Egyptian dynasty worshiping gods. Their main god was Ra, R-A, Ra. Then came the Medo-Persian Empire, which had God. Their main god was Ahura Mazda. Through their ritualistic religious belief, which was Zoroastrianism, and then came the Greek Empire, which is polytheism, which is the belief in polytheism, which is the belief in many different gods. One of their main gods was Zeus. Then we come to the last empire, which was the Roman Empire, with the same belief of polytheism. They had Jupiter, and they have Jupiter was like the equivalent of Zeus in the previous empire, the Greek Empire. Then you got Janus, the god of time. Remember, Happy New Year. Now stay with me, because I'm going to make all the connections, ladies and gentlemen. So as we have seen, the devil wants to make sure that humanity is under its feet and under its thumbs. Okay? Irrefutably. With the purpose of what? So that when you come to hear, and you was going to hear this, you will say, oh, here comes this religious freaks. Oh no. See? Okay. So everything comes down to what? To beliefs, holding on traditions, holding on holidays. Well, in the meantime, we are actually worshiping the devil. Worshiping the devil. More than ever in these last days that we are living under this illogical and satanic matrix, the worst of all times throughout human history. That's why this word, ladies and gentlemen, will come to know God's fury and God's fire. And a lot of God's people will be destroyed, will die. Okay, now here's some of the things that the devil has used throughout history to make sure that he still got a hold on you, and that he's gonna that to make sure that he will keep on messing up the human creation. Religious belief, religious ideologies. If you believe in religion, ladies and gentlemen, you are believing in a man-made concept which was inspired by the fallen angels, the Nephilim, the Anunnaki, the extraterrestrial, whatever you want to call them, the demons. So religious practices have been known. And you know what religions have done throughout history? They have done human sacrifices. Now you may say, well, Ruben, we're no longer doing that, right? We are a civilized society. We are doing it even worse. Because now we are using it with a license. The law, you got the law behind it, which is through the practice of abortion. People used to pass their kids, including God's people. Many of God's people used to pass their kids, their sons and daughters, through fire with human sacrifices, kids, little kids, in cages, throw them in the fire to make sure that they will do good. Okay, you understand? Then we went to the civil rights movement with, we got the black man's vote. He's got a right to vote. And look how sneaky and evil and ridiculous and stupid and smart for his own destruction is the devil. He put feminism, which is the right, the woman's right to get an abortion. You got the LGQ, the lesbian and homosexual community, and transgender plus, binary, non-conforming, you name it, okay? To put all those people along with the civil rights movement. They completely twisted what Martin Luther King said. They corrupted it. So everything that man touches is corrupted, ladies and gentlemen. Gets corrupted while the mind is being worked on and observed by the watchers, which are the demons. Did you know that the demons are also called the watchers? All right, now comes Black Lives Matter, right? Ladies and gentlemen, Black Lives Matter was another trick. Just like religion, just like politics, you've been scammed, ladies and gentlemen. And it only goes to show how naive God's and how rebellious God's people are. They're taking credit for the Juneteenth celebration holiday. They're taking credit for that, but guess what? I'm going to show you how Black America, especially the young people, celebrated human sacrifices. You see what happens? When you follow men's pagan days, okay? All right? When you follow men, this is what you're going to get. Death and destruction. So Black Lives Matter is being financed by one of the people on my YouTube portrait right there in the pictures. Take a look at the pictures. You see Anthony Fauci. It's like they're having a party. They're having an orgy there. You got Bill Gates' father there. You got George Soros. You got the media, Barbara Walters, Bill Moyers, Tom Brokaw. They all there. Now, they also teach in the school that we came from an explosion up in heaven to rob you, so that you don't think that you are special, that you are an animal. Well, take a look at the different celebrations that how black people are starting in Chicago, Oakland, New York. You're gonna see how we celebrated how people celebrated Juneteenth. Okay? And you tell me if it's a good day. If it was a good day. So people think that they're animals. We came from a soup, which came from an explosion up in space. Space that doesn't exist. Another lie is, there are 3 lies, my friend. I mean, we live in a line where this word is a lie. You live in an illusion. This matrix this satanic matrix that we're living under is totally lies. It's not real. They tell you that the earth is a globe, which is alive. The Bible clearly tells us that it is flat. It shows up. I'm going to make another video one of these days on that, I guess, because I did, but it was one of the channels that was taken down years ago. They tell you that they landed on the moon. And then to rub the lie in your face, they use God's deities, and God's name. Apollo 6, Apollo 7. See? Man-made gods, ladies and gentlemen. The devil. And have you looked at NASA's logo? It's a damn serpent with her tongue sticking out. So you got what? The lie that we ever landed on the moon, that the earth is a globe, that the earth is round, okay? And that we're moving at 66,000 miles per hour, revolving the sun every 24 hours. No wonder I feel kind of dizzy sometimes. Psych! No. The other heavenly body moves. The moon, the sun. Right now it's nighttime. In some other places, it's nighttime where I am right now. It is day on other days. And it's not just because of the Earth's revolution. No. Moving on its axis. No. That's a lie, ladies and gentlemen. So, once again, the Big Bang Theory, space, that the Earth is I mean, so many lies. That the Earth is a globe, and what was that other lie? So many of them. I can hardly keep track of them. I just said it. So once again, that we went to the moon, that we came from a soup that was created in a Big Bang Theory, that we came from evolution animals, that we, that this, I mean, it's a waste of time. Everything is a lie, ladies and gentlemen. Your evolution theory is a lie, okay? Because that's only gonna justify the demons that are moving inside of people's bodies. People are possessed, okay? People are possessed. Ladies and gentlemen, look at this lady over here in Chicago. And she said it proud that she's a lesbian. And she said that she has declared an emergency in Chicago, ladies. And can you believe this? This is how evil this woman is. Okay? Lori Lightfoot, the mayor of Chicago, says, oh, there's an emergency. racism is considered an emergency. Well, she's the one that's racist. She says that she's not going to have any interview by any white people. So she's not going by the content, by people's contents of the character. She's gonna see humans through colors. God doesn't see anybody by color. Ladies and gentlemen, this lady is evil, is possessed. But anyway, now they're trying to indoctrinate your kids with the critical race theory. It's another theory, you see? Theories upon theories. The devil never stops. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to send you a link where a brother completely kills that idea. But people are not, people don't want. People, in other words, the job has been done. Mission accomplished. It's too late. America don't want to hear any logical explanation. They don't want to hear no reason or rhyme. In other words, again, we are going to see, I'm going to school, right? I'm Hispanic. I'm going to see a white kid. Oh, you got white privilege. I hate you. So that's, you see what I'm saying? The devil is trying to make sure that America hates itself, because America is bound for destruction, but it's going to be destroyed from within, you see? The symptoms of the disease before it kills you, they're right in front of us. So, and America is completely on her deathbed, and she doesn't even know it until it is too late. I mean, this lady, Lori Lightfoot, she's asking for federal boots. And then when they get there, she's going to be like, oh, this is not what I asked. I asked, support money-wise, and I didn't ask for boots. It's too late. America will be taken over very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, so once again, critical race theory, just as the theory of evolution, is a satanic base, it's a satanic inspired theory based upon hate. Okay? Now, the way our kids dress today, ladies and gentlemen, it's not so much in the way they dress, it's the mentality that carries, the character, the way they talk, ladies and gentlemen. What a disgusting way. It only goes to show how dirty, how rotten we are, young people are on the inside. And I'm going to tell you why. I mean, even in their songs, they talk, F this, shit this, oh, motherfucking shit, motherfucker. Really? And then the rights of homosexuals, as I said, and transgender. And then the pandemics, ladies and gentlemen. The pandemics is really doing a number on the world stage. Nothing happens by coincidence. All of this is being worked for Americans' downfall. You cannot prevent it. It is inevitable. It is unstoppable. Because the people that are working for America's destruction think that they're going to be rewarded on the other side, when in reality, they will be burned. And when I mean on the other side, when Americans completely is destroyed, and the new, and what they call the new world order style, one religion, okay? All right. And then, of course, how can we forget Hollywood? Okay? Hollywood. Hollywood. You understand? Everybody wants to be a star in Hollywood. All right, so So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, if what I'm explaining to you is too much for you to completely wrap your head around it, if it is too much for you to understand, let me know. Let's talk. Let's talk about it. I will make you understand. Or suggest something. Have a question. Because I'm one of the few of God's soldiers out there that are roaming the earth preaching this gospel. And how do you preach the gospel? By exposing the evil in it so that people can understand, because that's the virus. See, it's like when you got a virus in your computer. You cannot work it. You cannot work with it, right? So there it is. So you got to understand the virus, who is the enemy, and what is he after, and why is he doing this? Okay? So plain and simple, the devil wants to be worshipped as a god. He knows that he cannot be redeemed. He cannot, in fact, he even asked Enoch, which was the seventh from Adam, okay, when God was talking to Enoch on the heavenly realm, in the spiritual, they asked Enoch to advocate for them. But they know that what they have done, especially in Noah's time before the flood, which, by the way, there's a lot of evidence that happened. Ladies and gentlemen, they asked Enoch, talk to God. It's too late. God is only gonna work with humans now. All right. So once again, if the parents are completely what is it? If kids' parents in our society have completely gone berserk, have gone crazy, mad, how you think the kids are gonna respond? So now you understand why they talk the way they do? And since everybody follow each other, as you can see, each empire follow each other. Never forgetting to worship the devil. All of the traditions that people celebrate, like Christmas, Happy New Year, St. Valentine's Day, Easter, they all came from Semiramis, Nimrod's mother, wife. She was a mother and a wife after he killed his own dad. Now, and came to be known as the sun god, which man has worshipped ever since. So, in fact, that is such a truth, and that even today, if you look at the symbols in medicine, what are they? Two-headed snake. Okay, so first I would like to go to Job 9. Job 9, ladies and gentlemen. Verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covered the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? So you understand? Can you dig it? Can you understand it? Okay? Do you understand? One of the links that I'm going to send you is you're going to see a young man shooting at a couple. I mean, you talk about being at the wrong place at the wrong time. This goes beyond that. This is stupidity getting stupider. And stupidity getting stupider and going to the wrong neighborhood. Do you know where you are at, my friend? Obviously he does. He forgot. And now he's dead. So there was a car crash. A bunch of gangbangers came over to their car, dragged them out of their car, and shot him. And you're going to see. So if you got a weak heart, do not take a look at this video. Because I keep it raw. I give it to you raw, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? I'm surprised that Twitter has it still up. So hopefully by the time you get this video, it'll still be there. But the whole link, it's got a whole bunch of videos as to how young people celebrated Juneteenth. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not get it twisted. Wake the hell up. Okay? And the only thing that's going to give you justice and peace is the one that gave us this 10 commandments. Our God. We got to return to our Creator, our God. Okay? Even though he doesn't like that name, he like Asher Ahai, which means I am that I am. The name that he gave Moses. That's it. He keeps it simple. Now let us go to Isaiah chapter 3. Actually, no, let me go a little up first and then we go back to 3. Chapter 5, Isaiah chapter 5, verse 13. Therefore my people are gone into captivity because they have no knowledge, and their honorable men are famished, and their multitude dry up with thirst. So you understand? So you think by the government giving you Juneteenth, you're free now? Or that you accomplished anything? You haven't accomplished nothing. If anything, you went backward because you still live in the past. You gotta live the present and see how prophecy are being fulfilled right in front of your eyes. And it has to do with God's people being destroyed. And we are going to be destroyed on a massive massacre. I mean, we are already with this living under this under this experience running, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. The real massacre is coming down. You take the jab. Have you taken the jab today? Oh, we got some incentive for you. We got lottery tickets. You got fishing license. We got so many goodies for you if you got the job. So anyway, let's go. Chapter 5. Our people are gone into captivity. We are still slave. All of humanity is still slave to sin. So you think that Juneteenth, which a man that actually told you in your face that if he could have saved the Union, he never would have granted you any freedom. That was Abraham Lincoln. You understand? Ladies and gentlemen, God's people have always been conspired against. Remember how the abortion thing started? With Margaret about the destroying the weeds, she says. The weeds in our society. She's talking about black people, ladies and gentlemen. They used to call it impure race. In fact, even in the United States Constitution, it's still that we are certain percent, that black people are certain percent humans. I mean, these people are so ridiculous, ladies and gentlemen. When we are the original people upon this planet. Anyway, let's go. Let us go to chapter 3 and verse 12. Again, look what he said, for my people. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. All my people, they which lead thee, cause thee to err, and destroy the ways of thy paths. You understand? Does that tell you something? Right there, it's telling you, it might as well say the following. As for my people, children are the oppressors, and lesbians rule over them in Chicago. Lori Lightfoot, the lady in Atlanta, the lady in Washington, D.C. Ladies and gentlemen, all black ladies that are supposed to go be ministers and getting their people ready, look where they at. Being part of a Masonic system, Freemasonic system, because the whole United States is Masonic, which is a satanic organization, ladies and gentlemen, whether you want to believe it or not. So once again, for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Talking about single mom. Talking about young men that don't see no future. Parents is not in their homes. So what do? They want to be cowboys and live in like the wild, wild west, shooting it up, killing each other, and thinking that they're accomplishing something, that they're doing something for humanity's, something productive for society. Chapter 42. Isaiah chapter 42 for verse 22. Isaiah chapter 42 verse 22. But this is a people robbed and spoiled. They are all of them snare in holes, and they are hid in prisons' houses. They are for prey, and none delivereth, for a spoil, and none saith restore. So you are expecting that this system that you have said that you're gonna burn it down, you expect this system to help you? Are you freaking kidding me? No, they are blinding you. They are working you. They are lulling you to death, to sleep. Okay? Lullabying you to sleep. So, ladies and gentlemen, please, let us wake up. This is not, I don't say this lightly. I don't say this lightly, ladies and gentlemen, but what hurts me is that most humanity is being destroyed. God's people is killing itself. Where's Black Lives Matter with all these killings that happen celebrating Juneteenth? On Saturday, which is a Sabbath day. which is the God's day of rest. You're gonna see girls twerking. This is Sodom and Gomorrah on steroids, ladies and gentlemen. Like it says in the Bible, God's people are lost. They are given for what? For spoiled. We have been robbed. Okay? And we keep allowing this to happen. But this is not a fight between the cops, which are, by the way, Masonic, which belong to the Masonic system of this world. Remember, Blue Blood, Brotherhood. Okay? No, this is not a fight between us versus cops. This is a fight for the soul and spirit of black people in America, the tribe of Judah. You came from the tribe of Judah. And the Native American came from the tribe of God, G-A-D, do your research. And the Hispanic came, for instance, the Mexican from the tribe of Issachar. Colombia, Ecuador, Brazil, all the South American country, Bolivia, Peru, they came from the tribe of Asher. Zabulon from Guatemala to Panama. Manassas, the Cubans. The tribe of Levi, the Haitians. Simeon, the tribe of Simeon, Dominicans. Ephraim, the tribe of Ephraim, the Puerto Ricans, which was celebrating the Puerto Rican Pride Parade in Chicago. And for making the wrong turn, a couple got completely destroyed and left kids. But then again, even the young man looks kind of a little dabble, I guess. It kind of wants to be, I don't know if he's a gang member. I don't know. So it's hard not to believe, because when you are in Chicago, you gotta belong to a clique. Okay? That's a must. Anyway, so that's what we are, ladies and gentlemen. Prisons are being built as we speak because we own the jail system in America. There's 2 million, almost 2.2 million inmates in the United States, and most of them are what? Black men and Hispanics. Sure, you got some white folks out there, the Aryan Nation and all of that, brotherhood. To keep it honest. So, once again, okay? See how your mind has been worked throughout history. How you've been programmed to hate each other. Remember how the government and the empires of this world, which are evil in nature and in the very essence, remember how they govern. They divide, by dividing, they conquer, divide and conquer. And in another reality that you cannot deny, no one can deny, they always go by the dialectic, by the Hegelian dialectic. Problem, reaction, solution. You understand? That should give you an idea as to you see what is going on in the world today. Ladies and gentlemen, I used to belong to the United States Marine Corps. I woke up and I left. Okay? And my drill instructor and everybody, they understood. I made him understand. I was a door-to-door salesman. I used to belong to many religions. I was baptized by the Pentecost religion back in the synagogue of 125th Street up in Harlem. I saw drugs in New York. And I also did time in jail, ladies and gentlemen. So you tell me that I haven't been around. I've been around for a minute. I've been around the block for a minute upon this earth. So what I share with you is real, and it is based upon personal experience. So when I talk to you how they work the mind, they work since we are little. Working the subconscious mind through the sublime. Through subliminal messages. They use in movies, most of them with sexual context in nature. Anyway, so that's what I have for you now. But please do not think that this is some conspiracy, crazy tinfoil hat, crazy dude. No, I have a mission, ladies and gentlemen. I'm on a mission, and this is a spiritual mission, and it goes to show my love for my human brethren. Love thy neighbor as thyself. I live the 10 Commandments. That means being willing to help, and that's what I am. I love helping people. That's what I do. I work for the government, and that's what I do. That's why I enjoy my job, because I just don't help them, I make them feel good, and not to lose hope. Because hope is lost only when we forget about God. Okay? So, based upon what I just told you, okay? To put a touch on this, what I just told you, just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? Just bear with me. It's 54 minutes. 2 Timothy in the King James Version Bible. Brother, King James Version, brown skin brother. Chapter 3. 2 Timothy chapter 3 verse 1. This know also that in the last day perilous times shall come. 2. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy. 3. Without natural affection, truth breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good. 4. Traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasure more than lovers of God. 5. Having forms of godliness, but denying the power thereof. From such turn away. And of course, how can we go without reading chapter 6, Ephesians chapter 6, verse 12? For we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. So is this, let me ask you this, for those people that are so, that are so proud that the grandpa dementia in the White House signed Juneteenth and made it a federal holiday. Was it worth it? Well, I'm going to prove it to you that it wasn't, and that it's only going to get worse for our people. Do you think that it was worth building a statue in New York for George Floyd, a career criminal? Ladies and gentlemen, please, don't you see that we have been played? We have been raped, we have been played, we have been raped, and we have been slayed. Okay? We have been robbed. I just read to you. That's exactly where we are at. How come the young lady that was dancing in her living room to her mother, and a stray bullet in Chicago came in? I believe it was an 11-year-old girl. A stray bullet came in and killed her. Ladies and gentlemen, talk about perilous time. Yes, we are right in the thick of them. I used to live in a building years ago, and a brother came up to me. I used to talk to him. You know what he told me? I never forget it. He said, man, y'all, you are a saint, man. You're holy, man. You're holy, man. I said, no, I'm not. I'm a sinner. I just happen to be aware of certain, of history and who we are as a people and how we have been played throughout history, including this Juneteenth thing, including Black Lives Matter, obviously, including the civil rights movement, that even Martin Luther King himself said it. I'm afraid that not in these exact words, but this was his point that he was trying to get across. I'm afraid that I'm taking my people to a burning building. Well, irons were burning. A young man shot again all the people. You're gonna see, and he's showing his ass. His pants is falling down. You understand? Those are the kind of garbage that people, that the devil plays with. Now that young man wasn't born like that. The system made him like that. When you kill like that, ladies and gentlemen, don't stop the crap. Don't play yourself like the media is doing. No. These people are no longer humans. They stop being human. They are possessed. Unfortunately, most of this planet, the majority of the people on this planet are possessed. May God bless you. And remember, this video was always about what? Power of the mind. May God bless you. The God that created us physically, that made this mold, the Holy Spirit, which is the mother, and the Son who gave his life as the Redeemer and resurrected on the third day and went up to back to his dad, but will return. May God bless you and see you